So if you know me, you know I'm a massive nerd and I love Lord of the Rings. Like, I love Lord of the Rings. Crazily, crazily love Lord of the Rings. Now, there's a character in Lord of the Rings that is very exclusive and very, very hard to find, and his name actually is King Theoden. And he is a very cool figure. He's got a lot of back lore and history to him, which is very interesting. As you can see down here, his prices are ridiculous, like averaging out at like £79 plus delivery, £62 plus £3 delivery, £65, £40 with £4.60 delivery. It's quite expensive, as we can see. Now, the problem is, a lot of people do fake customs. Like these guys down here have done a bunch of his army soldiers as fake duplicates. This one right here is a fake duplicate. £13 is far too cheap. So in order to get a proper one, you have to do some serious research, and that's where I ended up on Vinted. So basically, that took me to Vinted, and this guy called Cantina Bricks, which is an awesome name, by the way. He's got 302 5-star reviews. He lives in the United Kingdom. That's where his shop's based. He was trying to originally sell him for $59.99, which is like the exact same price you've seen him online. He lowered it down to 55, and we had a little chat back and forth. And basically, I was screenshotting him and explaining that obviously the character does come with a very specially printed shield. And the guy's version that he's selling has got a little chip in the foot, in the boot of the character. So obviously there's a small imperfection, and he's missing his sword. I think his sword came with him, but he's missing his shield and he's missing his horse. So the guy was nice enough. We had a little back and forth, and he was nice enough to actually drop him down. So originally the starting price was £59 before shipping and delivery. And then he lowered it down even more so to 45, and I was like, that's a fair deal. And he was an absolute legend, and he posted him all through, and he sent me some pictures. I always do this when I buy Lego, and the guy completely understood it. And if you're trying to buy on Vinted and nobody lets you do this, don't buy from them. Always check the neck piece and the torso piece and the hip piece of your Lego, because that's where the Lego brand and trademark will be there. And if you see that, then it's genuine Lego. If it's not there, then it's a fake custom. Which is fine if people actually advertise that they're selling a fake custom. There's no problem with that. But I asked to actually confirm that this guy was real, so he took the head off. I saw the neck piece. I saw the hip piece. So he showed me that it was all Lego, and he did tell me that obviously I only sell official Lego. Checking out his store, it does make sense because I've not seen him try and sell any pretend Lego, like custom Lego. He's got a really cool store page. He does sell some other merchandising and stuff. Well, obviously, the main interest to me was the minifigures, and all of them have been genuine and really, really good. He's clearly into Star Wars, which is nice to see. He's got an old school Jabba the Hutt down there, which is cool, and some DC as well as Star Wars and other themes. He does quite a lot of collectibles, and he's a really sound trader on Vinted, basically. And I've got a mini series on this Lego channel where we're trying to promote small businesses and small people, smaller people who are trying to do their own industry. So this guy's got a lot of good stuff. He's got a lot of Hobbit stuff, a lot of Lord of the Rings stuff and Star Wars and stuff. And he's even got really rare figures and exclusive figures like Disco Batman for 173 and Joker. So he knows his stuff, and he's got quite a lot of cool stuff. And just a dead sound trader on Vinted. Really nice, easy guy to speak to. Cantina Bricks there. I wanted to show you that he was out there on Vinted if you want to follow him. He's currently got 173 followers, so he's doing really well. He's a lovely guy. He's a really lovely guy. Dead sound, sorted me out. Hopefully he'll hook me up with a little discount if I shop with him again. But let's review the in-person order that arrived today. So he came wrapped up in this really nice insulated foam bag. He came with this bubble wrap, which I always save for when I sell on Vinted. It's a nice thing to have. He did come with his sword, which is awesome because obviously he was pictured holding that sword, and that's quite a unique sword for Lego to make. And here he is in the flesh. Now, if you hold him under this very bright kitchen light, you can see he has the world's smallest imperfection in his boot. He has the tiniest little hole in his boot, like he's been nicked by a dart. Speaking of which, I got nicked by a dart. There it is. There's the little puncture wound. So me and this guy have got something in common. We've both got this little imperfection on us, which is quite cool. I'm going to break him apart, and I'm going to, not horribly, but I'm going to break him apart correctly, and I'm going to show you the trademark logos and what you should look out for when buying real Lego versus custom Lego. But so far, hit him with that flashlight. Oh, he looks good. I'm very excited. Let's go. So, again, this is probably the nerdiest thing you're going to hear all day. But when you hold this underneath, if I hold it this way around, it works better. If you hold him underneath the light and you twist it at an angle, you'll be able to see there on his neck piece, it does have a little Lego trademark. You could probably just make out the words Lego on the neck piece. Same again on his legs. If you hold them under the right angle there in between the joints for his legs, you can see the word Lego. There it is, very nicely there. That's a little serial number. And this will be quite hard to see, but in the top of his head, the word Lego is also visible just there. Right there in the centre. And yeah, take him apart, checked him for inspections. Yeah, apart from this tiny imperfection on the foot and at the back, 2 tiny imperfections. And when I'm using him literally for display purposes only, I'm not worried about the little imperfections. Gorgeous helmet, gorgeous printing, all the way around, perfect, not a single blemish, which is gorgeous. He's got both sides of his face, which are a great print, which look great. I'm really happy with that. He's got obviously his exclusive torso, which is really cool. Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, man, they just made the best Lego waves, and then they just disappeared forever. And that was really sad because they made the best stuff. But his armor's awesome. Again, all the printing's perfect. So I'm really happy with him. Really happy. And there he is in his glory, all completed. Absolutely gorgeous. We've checked him for imperfections and obviously vetted that he's real, and he is. And like I say, shout out to Cantina Bricks. What an absolute legend. He's given me a great deal on him because like we saw at the start of the video, he can be a very expensive, pricey minifigure. If you saw him in a convention centre, you wouldn't blink if you saw him for like 80 quid or 70 quid there and then on the day. And he's an icon of Lord of the Rings, so if you love Lord of the Rings, he's definitely worth adding to your collection. And I've also got I have ordered off a different seller, which we'll make a different video on. Probably a YouTube short on that one. He's a guy who does customs, and he's sending me out a custom soldier that fits in with Theoden's army. And that custom soldier's got a copy duplicate shield that goes with this minifigure, so that'll go on there perfectly, and I don't care that the shield's fake. At the end of the day, the figure is what matters to me, and that's what we've got. We've got a great little deal there. So yeah, for 45 quid, I've got a King Theoden. Let's go! Subscribe for more. Peace.